is flipped.
Oh, you have to do your. Matt does mine. He just turns mine on for me. You had to turn yours on.
I'm not the same celebrity.
It's like the perks of being right next to him versus the one mic over.
He's like, young kid, you can do this yourself.
Yeah.
Killer swing from this Houston squad. They actually played earlier on stream on this court.
Yeah. What's the defender's name? I wasn't here for that. I kind of came in late. We know she's gnarly. She flies too. Flying around. I'm so jealous when people just float effortlessly.
We need an expert. Oh.
Like we can hear the players too much.
Or just like, I think just generally like there's also music.
Background noise, everyone talking. Not us talking. No one wants to hear not us.
No, dude. Everyone wants to hear us. Ooh. I like that 3 block from the Dallas squad too. Like line up, jump into that line, and just couldn't get the left hand around it.
Yeah, that's an interesting defense to dial in as a blocker, especially with your timing and you having to throw in that fake. It's always a little bit tough to really dial it in. Oof.
Oh,
scoop and deliver.
Damn, dude.
She's smooth.
She makes it look easy.
She's sending out the subliminal messages with the AVP sweats too. Like I'm almost there. You know, like
I subscribe
if not,
to the
there.
NUS special.
Yes, exactly. Who just won the World Tour Finals.
Casually.
Yep. And USA went gold, silver. And then we had Latvia.
Who took silver?
Come on. My new favorite team, by the way. They have so much potential. I was watching them play all year at AVP. I know it. This is awkward, but it's like when you play a game and they go, all right, go, and there's a timer and you have to name as many things with the letter B, and you can't think of even like Bob or barbecue. You can't think of anything.
Yeah, five things.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I can't even think of one.
Ooh. And a switch on the block. Dang. Dude, Dallas in sync there. Going off the net, back on the net. Just in sync. I love that duo. Clearly, everyone at home, you can hear the electricity here. There's so much energy. This is championship day. These teams are rooting for each other. Friends, colleagues, teammates. This is what it's about. This is about coming together, creating an exceptional event and environment for these athletes to prosper and really just shine.
So, little update. The near side team for Dallas is Meghan, Lindsay, and Sutton Mactavish.
Sutton Mactavish,
yeah. And then the Houston side on the other side is Emily Fraik and Jordyn Scribner.
Sweet.
I'm so excited for next year when everyone has their name on their jersey. Oh, it'll be perfect.
Oh my gosh, makes our lives a little bit easier.
Much easier.
It's like and this one's on me, Casey. I didn't do the homework as effectively as maybe I could have. I was too busy on the sponsors.
You were warming up, getting your rear delts ready to go, your rotator, your hammies.
Dude, now I got to work the buys and tries, and I got to blast the calves.
It's got to blast the calves.
Call back for the stream.
Yeah. Love it. We got our on-court camera 2 just ready to go.
We are psyched. Mactavish handles the serve. Ooh, nasty.
That's slimy. I love that. Still on her way up, not even fully extended. Gotcha.
It came in with the wrist down. She knew what she's doing beforehand.
Yeah.
There was just nothing really that blocker could have done.
And if the blocker's there, she's going to go over. It's like, I'm going to go over or around.
And an ace.
Ooh.
Dallas surging to get the switch. 6 serving 8 on this next point.
So what do you, partnership talk, you know someone's targeting middle. They kind of line up middle to middle. I always had we would talk about, okay, I'm just going to own the middle, we called it. And
sure.
No matter what, the middle's mine, even if it doesn't feel like it should be because of where they're starting. I'm taking middle, and just eliminate that question mark of like, who knows.
I think you can run it that way, like an all or none principle, right? It's like, hey, you are the person we want passing.
Yeah.
Go take that ball. I had another partner, an older guy, kind of a guru here in Austin. His name's Colin Caslow.
I know Colin. I used to play against him all the time, and Tim Williver.
Yes, against Tim. And so Kaz, I love Kaz, dude. And I remember playing pickup with Kaz, and he's still a baller, by the way. He still gets up, so physical. It's amazing. But he would tell me on that seam ball, if they're serving middle to middle, it matters where the ball starts in their shoulder. If it stays in line with the server, that's your seam. If it crosses the body of the server, that's your seam.
Right.
So having a marker at which we could kind of, gauge, are you taking crossbody or are you taking in line?
Yeah.
And that was something he said to me that it made a lot of sense for me, like visually.
Yeah.
And it worked really, really well.
Yeah. We even added like a layer on top of that, like kind of scenario where like there was a short deep as well. Like the deep one also was, favored by one versus the other. Like I'm going to guard the short seam, even though it's your middle. I'll take that one that dies right in front of us.
Yep. See, that's the layering that for those that may be new to the game, like you see these athletes and professionals like yourself, have excellence on the court. It doesn't just come like, oh yeah, that's just instinctually what we do. It's talked about.
Yeah.
It's practiced. It's communicated. This is planned for.
Yeah, it's like massive structure and programming with a ton of pattern recognition and all those scenarios. And we have have an answer for all of them. And then if we don't, we're trying to find more.
Yeah, exactly. Love the back set on the cutty though. Sharp again. Option ball, left hand, send it.
What
I
a
love the
scoop.
rundown
Good
from Mactavish.
Nice short ball. Oh my gosh.
Here we go. Wow. Beautiful rally from both teams. I love the conviction too. You just hear highline.
Yeah. Confirming. That tone was very confirming. Like I know it's available. And when I played, I actually never listened to calls unless I was kind of blind, and even then I would partially listen.
Right, sure. Because you have to trust your visual, right?
Yeah.
But in that instinct, right, to have the conviction to say the high line, to even trust that, just really good partnership.
Yeah, I always use it the most maybe from the right side with a set coming over my shoulder from like the end line, like a broken play. Totally blind. I'm like, all right, that's the time I'm probably going to trust you here because I have no vision.
Down the pipe. And this is tight. 10 serving 11. Dallas taking on Houston here. And again, this is the semifinals for the team matchup today. Houston had already taken down Austin 2.0 this morning. So the team collective winner of this matchup will get into the women's finals. And we're going to have a long time out here. What I love, too, and we didn't get a lot of opportunity yesterday to comment on the women's game. But these ladies all played in college.
Yeah, we were looking at all their bios, and everybody was like, oh, okay, everybody went D1. All right, you never see that.
Yeah, casual ABCA Player of the Year, All-Americans left and right. Oh, school-setting records.
Yeah.
Like, just absolute studs.
So many studs out here, just physical, so much ball control. I mean, everybody's an elite player.
Elite, dude. And what I love about the women's game and why I'm such a big proponent of it, too, is it's so crispy. It's so methodical.
It's pure, yeah.
The rally of the women's game, even at the highest levels, is just pristine.
Yes.
Pristine. And it's so calculated, right?
Yeah.
In some ways, the men's game may not get enough justice because it is so athletic, it's so physical, it's so velocity focused.
Right.
And it's not as quote-unquote calculated from a rally perspective. That's why I love the women's game, man.
Yeah, it is so fun to watch. Like that pull timing is like perfect.
And that intentional tape tickle.
Yes, and then on purpose, tape shot kill. Exactly.
This is how calculated these women are. Did you ever practice the tape tickle serve?
Oh, like all the time.
Yeah.
we would do that, and then also get the speed gun out and find out at what speed the ball did the most dancing and floating.
Okay.
And I got that actually from when Jake Gibb played with Sean Rosenthal and Mike Dodd was their coach. He's the one that actually did that to start. He get it out, and then, you know, the speed from like, I think it was like a 38, 39 to like a 42, the ball moved the most.
Moving.
And they nicknamed it the Dancing Bear.
I love it.
And then, you want to know what came from that? They finished as the #1 team on the World Tour that year from that serve, because they had more. I watched their matches. They would ace people off the court.
Yeah, ball's moving so
was
much.
like,
yeah.
Because they had just changed the ball as well from the old Mikasa that played a little bit more like the Wilson to the new one that's a little bit more of like this dead touch, floats more, not a lot of spin.
Was this the white Wilson or the yellow Wilson?
This was like the Mikasa. It was the
Oh, we're talking international ball.
yeah, the blue and yellow. Yeah.
Blue and yellow. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
The normal like panel ball, where now
Sure,
it looks like a weird soccer ball.
Crispy.
So pure.
Man.
She can hang and chop. That's
What's even crazier, dude, is that the Dallas defense is maybe 2 steps from that.
yeah.
It's a matter of energy expenditure, and it's a cost benefit analysis.
Yes, you're like, I could get it, but could I convert it?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, she loves that back to the line.
Trading paint. Mactavish having her way. Houston okay with trading points here. It seems like they're trying to get a good look.
Yeah, so far I feel like every play has been a really long rally. It's been at least back and forth 2 or 3 times every time. There's never been just one solid kill so far off of first contact. Oh, there we go. Got to put it up.
There it is.
There we
There's
go.
the line ball, and that is the misdemeanor, right? So that is the ceiling that the referee has established on double calls, right? That is not a
Right.
double according to the referees, so that's the standard we should expect as viewers.
Plus, I looked over, Bobby was actually looking at the court behind him during that play, so that might be part of it.
Eyes on the ball, Bobby. Eyes on the ball. Tied up 14-14 here. Again, this is a real match. Best of 3. Okay, normal sets 21, switch on 7s. Last set, if they play it, is going to be to 15. And the way this format works, and you may have seen on stream already, there was a little bell horn that kind of like blew because that was the team clinching. Woo!
Wow, I love that. That's one of my favorite plays on the right, whether I go back or I'm on the right side, is that blocker dives early and you just go, yes, thank you, I'm going to light this up. They call it the line of doom in New Zealand, / Mike Watson, who used to travel on tour with the New Zealand international team, Kirk and Jason. His name
Line
/
of
because he
doom.
was / their PT / a player / a coach / he did everything for him.
Yeah.
And he nicknamed it the line of doom from the
Dude,
right.
Oh my gosh, that's the line of boom for you, Casey.
I just called it like just an everyday swing for me. I don't know. I'm like, oh, you guys have a name for that.
Dude,
yeah.
Mr. Boom is like, no, dude, that's my reg.
Yeah,
That's my reg. Front facing and getting a stab on that for Dallas. And Dallas is right there. Houston keeping them on their heels. And Houston having an intentional kind of movement here. And they're keeping it, on the taller player, of course. And she's just getting her licks in.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. Oof.
Beautiful down seam from Dallas. Again, staying in it. And the battle of attrition with these ladies today is just phenomenal.
Right? Just the back and forth. I love that 2/3 seam when like a blocker pulls. That was my favorite spot because it's
So
nobody's
difficult.
ball but everybody. Like
It's
you
so
have
difficult.
nowhere to read it.
Yeah, who's going to go get? You have to be a goalkeeper at
Yeah.
an MLS level to try to even block that, right?
Yeah. Oh, what a scoop.
Rally from Dallas here, second opportunity. And I guess gets off the touch, if I read that correctly.
Yeah, it looks like a little off the block. But again, she was right there on defense, even on that one.
She was there. I love that. And Dallas just needs to put 2 points together and string them. Houston just needs to earn a reel. If they earn a reel here, they're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Still in play. That's the reel they need. 18 serving 16 here. Houston wanting that 19-16 switch. Put them in a cushion opportunity to serve more aggressively.
Yeah, now you get to play with it a little. Yeah, exactly. But you're like, oh, it's in the budget. We earned it. Now I got to go kind of
It's in the budget. Don't listen to Chase. Don't listen to Chase. Don't listen to Chase.
Yeah.
Casey needs to say something first.
Hurry, stop him. Don't let him say it.
We do need to experiment with the checks and balances. Does it still come out as negative if Casey says something first?
Oh,
Right.
no,
We don't know.
Listen, if they missed
Right.
the serve and Casey called it, it's just because they missed it, not because Casey
Yeah,
called it.
I didn't say miss it. I just said go for it.
Beautiful high line shot, nice and crispy. Houston back up on top, 19-17 with the 2-point cushion.
Yeah, she's the kind of player I got to throw some fakes in. I got to disrupt her on D just a little bit, not even if I'm moving a ton. Just get her to think about it because she's so confident and pure. She rises so well.
Hard driven. Dallas says, not today. We're fighting. Hard driven down line, one hand stab. Now, I like the pull from Mactavish. I just don't know if it was on the right person.
Yeah.
The pull on a previous play on the smaller player might
Right.
be a little better, but that's me being nitpicky. Opportunity for Houston. Nasty.
Oh, baby court, just playing a little short court. The land and chop. We call that the karchi cutty, the middle cut. Not really into the angle, just in the middle of the court.
Not too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. A card cut.
He would hit this one where he would just let it like fall off his hand in the middle. Didn't even like push it. So you couldn't run it down even if you were there. You're like, oh.
Huge block. And Houston, with the exclamatory yes off the hand, gets set number one in a hard-fought battle here. Any adjustments you see?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that entire set was just back and forth, what we were tied the whole time until that one play. I would just experiment maybe with my service pressure, like types of serving. And then, you know, with Dallas, am I going to pull that much? Maybe I change up the delay and then go back up and block. I don't know, just something to throw in where they've seen me pull early, pull late. I don't think I've seen me play around with the timing on the block. Maybe stay up at delay or go early. Just something to disrupt their comfort right now. Because if I know you're going to pull early or late, I'm just going to wait on my approach and light you up and expose you.
Add that variability, like we talk about it on as a defender, but a jab step, right? You can jab off the net too, right?
Yep.
You can pivot step, pivot off, pivot back.
Yes.
Give them that second look opportunity.
Yeah. Somebody who was really good at that, Dax Holdren. Undersized blocker with Todd Rogers. They played together, won their first tournament together. He was really good at that. The fake pull, go back up, and just the little mouse trap, just get you low and fast. Oh, yeah, it was so annoying. Because he gave you information. He took like a step off right when he shouldn't be, right? And then he'd go back up quick, and so you'd go to snap it at him fast, and he'd go, gotcha. You're so good
You're
at
like,
that.
why are you here?
Yeah, I'm like, you shouldn't be here.
I saw you get off the bus.
Yeah. And then that just threw me into like a whirlwind of thoughts and offense. And like, what do I do? You know,
Gosh.
It's crazy how little things like that can affect you as an attacker, like long term, 4 or 5, 6 points until you really can try to figure something out. It's a great disruptor.
On the side of Houston, I feel like they executed really well, right?
Yeah.
They stayed up, they stayed cool, they traded paint, they found their opportunities. It seemed like they were very methodical with how they were delivering and executing on offense. They made very, very few mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was, what was it, 21-19? What was the score there?
21-19,
yeah, I mean, it's
crispy.
One real point, and then you just keep siding out.
And that was it, right? I mean, I think Dallas gave them 1 point on an error, and then it was game.
Yeah, right.
So Houston really looking to stay up here.
Oh no.
Ooh, under the net.
Uh-oh. The one that's more scary than an injury is just the fear of that injury.
Sure.
So scary. I hate that as a blocker. especially in a tight ball.
And it's like a lot of these athletes, of course, have had those opportunities, and to have the composure to be like walk away and like, no, I'm okay, or even learning how to fall.
Yes.
It sounds silly, but it's literally just go. Just
It's
don't
so
resist.
true.
Just go. Just go down.
You learn how to just collapse like a
Yes.
skateboarder. They just are so good at falling. You're like,
Yes,
you need
dude.
to learn that.
Yes, another skateboard volleyball analogy. We need to get the pros in here, dude.
Right? Get
Do you have any
Sheckler in here.
contacts with the skateboarding crews? Like I can reach out to some guys. Like I know P-Rod was a client at Body Dynamics back in the day.
Oh,
Reach
yeah,
out
yeah.
to P-Rod.
Yeah.
I don't know Hawk and his crew, but I know more of the Deer Deck DC guys.
Yeah.
Sheckler. It would be hilarious to get a pro skateboarder
Yeah.
comment on a volleyball
Hey,
match.
can you name these moves? Yeah, don't tell them anything and get them to
Name
name
these-
everything.
oh my
That
God,
would
dude,
be sick.
That's the content. We need to
Right?
clip that.
Because how they're so creative. You're just like, oh, that does make. Why do we should call it that from now on?
That one's pro bono, AVP.
Yeah.
That one's pro bono. There it is. Dallas getting their groove back after an early deficit.
Yeah, what I love is that watching these two teams play, they do a really good job of that like set spacing. Besides that one little incident on the tight ball, that's the only one I've really seen that felt like it was too tight. Everything else, they have the ability to swing or shoot flat, and so nothing's like super obvious. Everything's very meticulous.
Of course. Houston, Houston's just keeping it on full throttle. You can tell they're on a mission too.
Yeah.
On a mission.
And that's so frustrating as a Dallas squad where you're touching everything but not converting. You're like, God, we're right there. You just feel right there. And sometimes that's a good trap that you would almost give to the defensive team if I'm on offense. Like, they're close, but they're not really, because mentally I'm almost letting them feel like they're involved and go off the block. Like, oh, they're right there. Just to keep them on me, because I'm like, I'm flowing. Keep serving me, you know?
Yeah.
And on the defensive side, you feel like, oh, we're right there. But in reality, maybe you should change it up, because you get stuck in that trap of we're right there. We're so close every time.
And this is our first serve to the smaller player in, gosh, I don't even know how many opportunities Dallas has served, and immediately punished. Immediately punished on the hard cut.
Yeah, that's where as a partner you're like, I'd always be like, I'm ready. You know, if I'm not getting served, I'm like, I'm ready.
I'm here, baby.
Always ready.
Tempo, high line, beautiful.
It's so hard to defend when she keeps that space. She's got the flat corner, but she's not tight, so there's nothing that she's like really giving up. She can go cutty. She can go cutty either side, right?
She could jumbo. Dude, she could carch cut.
Yeah.
You know? Just let the arm just follow through.
Oh, it's so hard to play defense in that scenario. You're like, hey, they can go anywhere. And you're just stuck.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just got to be like, look over here, and then try to run something down.
Yeah, this looks like my coach's drill.
Yeah. Oh, good
Hard
touch.
driven again. And I think this is why Houston is keeping it on the more powerful, taller hitter, is again because of those touches, right?
Yeah.
And I think you may be onto something with the false confidence.
You're like, we're right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the false confidence. Late pull.
She's got a great swing when the block pulls or stays in that seam. Especially from the right, that's hard. It's hard to have that like quick turn in that high
Push
seam
flat.
middle. Yeah.
Yeah, if you give a little less speed, she has that ball.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
opportunity
great
for
turn.
Dallas. Resetting. Houston, I could be wrong. I'd need to run this back, but is executing nearly flawlessly when she goes behind.
Yeah. Yes. Agree. She had the line bounce in the first set, right? Then she's got the cutty. So she's throwing a barrage of attacks at you, and you're never really getting comfortable.
The IQ, though, she just knows the spacing's there. She just give me that chance.
Right.
So good.
Oh.
Ooh, Karch cut.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, Dallas couldn't get that to go. 8 serving 5 here. Houston with a small cushion. Now, last set, Dallas was only down 6-8 and ended up pushing this to 17-17. So you cannot count anyone out in these matches.
Right. They'll have the ability to score a big run.
There it is.
Interesting choice again when you've scored you finally kind of stopped the defender, right? We served her, she hit that little one in the net. Why not just repeat?
I like it if we're trying to hit sideline. You know what I mean? Like I like maybe like an outside shoulder, really push the serve receive, but it seemed right in her lap. But Houston feeling comfortable and confident, right? Missed opportunity for Dallas. They're just keeping Houston within you know, arm's reach, but just not able to close the gap, it seems.
Yeah, this is where if I'm down 9-6, I'm just like, can we get to the 10-11? There's somehow can we just get our little run before the side, the technical timeout here? Oh, what a dig! Oh, wow.
Sutton,
okay.
Mactavish having the option
That's
to
available.
go over on one. Man, the turn. You got to turn 180. See.
Without room
push
too,
that
because the
back.
net's tight.
Yeah.
She had to like lift and wrap.
The skill level to execute that flawlessly is super high.
That's where if I'm on the other side, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I guess that's cool if you're into that kind of a thing. Oh.
Second chance for Houston. Okay, Dallas with an opportunity. Takes the high line.
Okay.
This is the momentum
Maybe
they're going to need here.
Yeah, maybe that 10-11 is exactly what they're looking for too.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Now, when you got a team that tends to go back a lot, like here, she stayed in front and then she's going back, she's mixing it up. Do you guys have an audible call when you play on the type of defense you run so you don't have to talk?
See,
Or
I don't know
plan
about
that way?
audible per se, right? It needs to be communicated prior to, right? That should be in the discussion in between sets or even prior to the match, right?
Agree.
You know, if this tendency happens, where are you blocking?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And it also may be dependent on where you initially set up, right? It's
Yeah.
If your defender is just moving left and right from the 6 and moving around the pocket back there, it may be tough to have a game plan. But what I do like is taking away the cross.
Yeah.
It's hard to cut that back.
Yeah.
Right? So
Right.
take away the power shot. I like that opportunity to take away the cross and then defender sits in the line, be ready for the jumbo. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I like that you said that because that's what we would always have. Hey, we're doing this. If they go back, this is what we're doing. Every play,
Yep.
no matter what.
It needs to be there.
Or also the option. To be, hey, this is what
Of
we're
course.
running. This is the option. And so for us, a lot of times I would just actually give, if I know I want to play a certain defense against this person we're serving, like the left sider, we would have like a side of the court call. So no matter what, the blocker is in charge of this right side of the court, no matter
Sure.
where they go. And then it lets me on defense kind of play with it, but know my responsibility is the other side.
Wow. Great rundown from Dallas.
Oh, what a play.
Gets on the turn.
Wait, did we get the 10-11? Oh, my. Oh,
Wow.
So
Great,
easy.
great game we have in front of us here. Again, the women absolutely balling out. So glad we get to set up the stream to support these ladies. And if you are viewing online, make sure to drop a comment on where you're watching from. We love to know.
Yeah.
It's multiple countries. This community is so large, and we like to boast a little bit in Texas. You know,
Yeah.
we got a good community out here.
because
You know.
who knows? We might invite
So,
your city to
we're-
come compete.
Where are you guys? Where
Yeah.
are you guys from?
Yeah. You're
Tell
like,
me.
oh, Klagenfurt, Austria. Cool. Bring a team. Let's go.
And if you have a favorite Casey Patterson haircut, it's not the same. Trust me, there's subtle differences. If you have a favorite Casey Patterson haircut, make sure to comment, drop a like, also hit that notification bell. We will be dropping semifinals and finals for both the women and the men today for the 2024 City Challenges. Brought to you by a number of sponsors. We have BlueManiaEnergy.com, BLUManiaEnergy.com, sugar-free, no bitter aftertaste. That is their bread and butter and how they've cultivated a really high-quality product. I believe you get 10% off your first order. Another sponsor that is in the beverage domain, Power Lift, PWR Lift. We've been looking at each other like,
Yeah.
we get protein and hydration?
Yeah,
That's
let's-
actually really convenient. PWRlift.com, 10 to 15% off your first order. We also have TIY Products, huge supporter, entrepreneur from Austin, actually. 10 to 15% off your order there. TIY, exceptional hair tie quality. Will not pull your hair out, and you can fling it at whoever you want, and it might give a little sting, but, you know, I didn't say it. And then you also have Clean Beauty Collection products, really exceptional fragrances, 10 to 15% off your first order there online. Support our e-commerce brands right in time for the holidays. And if you're feeling a little frisky, hit up 77 Degrees at the Domain Rock Rose. It is a rooftop bar, y'all, so it means you can get in that ski lodge gear, feel that layered clothing, enjoy a little cocktail on a rooftop at the Domain. 77 degrees is super, super cool, exceptional service, and of course, Wonder Bar. And if you're not having a wonderful time at Wonder Bar, you're clearly not at the right bar. You need your friend to take you, call you an Uber, and get to Wonder Bar because you will have an exceptional night. I guarantee you.
Sold. Wow.
Sold, period.
You're the kid in class that sets the bar for the grade point average.
Oh,
And
dude.
I'm like,
Absolute curve killer.
Yeah,
Dude.
right? Just, dude,
Dude,
it's
don't
gonna
put
be
that voodoo
graded
on
on
me.
the curve. And I'm like, great. Chase is in my class. Are you kidding me?
Man,
My
if I got the bios
60%,
a week ahead of time,
my
imagine
80
what I could roll off.
my
dude.
80%'s an F versus like, a B.
Teacher comes out, and we're going to give you a half a point on
Yeah.
the curve.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, ah, dang it, dude. Chase is in this class.
Can I change classes? I'm gonna audit a different one instead.
Hey, you should have showed up for my my tutoring sessions for the scorebook, bro. I was there. I was ready.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm skipping that practice. I'm sick today. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, good serve.
I like the short. And, wow, dude, so crispy. I don't think she has made a mistake today.
Yeah, they've just been flowing. Because there's nothing worse than a short serve. No matter how ready you are, it's still just annoying.
Super clean. The decisions are decisive, too.
Yeah.
Like, there is no indecision on the side of Houston, and it's carrying them point for point here.
Yeah, that speaks to a lot of like trust in your partner too as well. Like even with the short serve, I know I'm gonna get the set I need.
Dallas bangs back line here. They are not out of it. They're still trading.
Ooh, little split block maybe here.
Okay.
From Dallas, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, throw it in.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ew, so much spice.
Maybe a late pull somewhere in the angle. No one's pulled angle yet.
Still targeting.
Okay.
Going back.
Oh, it
There
worked.
it is. There
Just
it
a
is.
new blocker.
New blocker. Change
Something
it up.
new to worry about.
Because she knew when she was going back, she's going to pull.
Yeah, and
So
you're
she's
like,
oh, I get
I'm
to
gonna
hit
bury
line.
this line. Exactly.
The
Exactly.
psychology.
Yep. Just plant the seed. Like, you don't know. Maybe I do pull. Who knows? So
It's-
here she's got the 4 call, and then she goes back. It stays 4. Do I still block this left side, or is it turned into a right side 4? You know, that's where it gets confusing, I feel like, if you don't talk about it beforehand.
Interesting. So they call the hands,
Oh,
and
Bobby
actually
was watching.
they was he?
He's finally watching.
Dude, I can't tell with the hood. There he goes. He pulled the hood up. See,
Yeah.
he's got a
Oh,
little bit more peripheral
confirm.
vision.
Another double. Okay.
But I actually really like the 4 call into a line pull. Like
Yes.
it changing the direction of where the pull is, just
Right.
having that definitive knowledge ahead of time is really convenient.
Yeah. Oh.
Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. Great shot. 15 serving 15 here. Killer second set. Now Dallas needs these extra points to push this to 3. Hard driven,
Oh.
stab.
Oh.
No panic. No panic. Just a few smiles.
That's so tough because you get just the subtle out from your partner a little early, and you're like, oh, are you sure?
You're 30 feet away?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Squeeze me?
Yeah. You're gonna leave this much angle on me? How dare you?
That's a clip.
That was a 6 swing, and that's actually my favorite on that inside set from the right. I just keep taking it angle.
Dude, that's that front 2 option on the
Yep.
indoor,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Free ball play. Okay.
Yeah.
1.5, little push. Right back gets punished.
Oh.
Gets the tag. No margin of error there. No margin of error. Oh, goes for the ace. She was going for that.
It was ready to be an ace too.
Yeah. These nets might be a hair heavy from retaining all that water too.
Right.
One thing I don't know if we've talked about a little bit, but it's kind of interesting, the strategy behind the team football because you can't be just a top-heavy. Your best two teams are better than their best two teams.
Yeah.
Squad. Because your bottom three, your 3, 4, 5s can
depth.
win the whole thing for you.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So, who knows how many times there'll be the switch. You know, all right, we're gonna give up this game.
Right.
You know, the teams really have to be on board with all of that because, you know, that strategy may win you the whole thing.
Yeah, and that takes it back to the residency factor. Like, how many pros can we get residency, you know, in a specific city?
We went by area code and tax filing and also mobile phone plan.
Right.
I believe that's where we settled.
Yep. And then, if you know you're going to lose, let's say the ones, you know that a team just has a dominant team at the top of their squad. Do you push your 4s or 5s up there and let them, you know, sacrifice?
So this is apparently a handshake agreement, actually,
really?
Amongst the cities where the top team is the top team.
Okay.
Is what's been advocated for.
Okay.
Now,
so it's
is
honor
that inherently
system,
true?
really?
It's kind of like an honor system, right? But but then the 2 through 5 is supposedly free game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Super murky that way, where it's like, oh, yeah, there's a little. You don't really know because who's actually training and who's not playing right now too. That's a big part of it, you know.
Right.
Where do those partnerships lie? And I think in some ways, right, I see both sides of the coin, right? You have value in creating advantageous matchups. But on the other side, man, maybe I'm just a diehard loyalist, dude, and I'm like, man, no one should have to be sacrificed for the greater good.
I agree.
I like the idea of matching up line for line.
Yeah.
And who is really the best today?
Yeah.
But maybe that's a little old school.
No, I feel the same way. Like, I want everyone in their same little like pocket, and I want them to get confident and own that space. Like, go take the 4, the 3, be the best 3.
Yes.
For sure. Because then next year, like, it just levels me up. Like, oh, I want to be the 2 or the 1 next year, you know?
And you don't want to be that 5 that gets matched up against 2. You're like, oh, come on,
it's just not
man.
fun. Yeah,
That's like,
you're not having
we
fun.
We know. you know?
Yeah.
Dallas here with a set point. Houston responds accordingly. And Dallas, you know, having this mid-game surge, really nice on just a few Houston errors.
Yeah.
But Houston still just matching up so well. Pivotal point here. Elevate. Did she jump off the springboard?
Who hid the trampoline under the sand right there?
Oh my goodness.
It's so fun to watch players like that are patient and smooth and lay out and dig a ball that's like almost in the sand already and then get up and just feast.
Unreal.
Oh, it's so cool.
Tempo from Dallas and gracefully works with the tape. I heard they slipped that tape at 20 at the beginning of the match.
yeah.
It's legal. It's not people.
It's like the boxers just put a little Vaseline on their cheeks so the punches slide off.
Yeah. High offline. Houston is still alive and gets the switch here. Responding super well. Now, the last serve from her went into zone 5, an inch out. Let's see if she stays on that outside shoulder.
Right.
She does. Cut back. We've seen that shot a couple times today.
Yeah, she started off pulling it back to the line real well with that aggressive inside approach just to get the blocker just to bite a little bit.
Set point here for Dallas, trying to push this 3. Oh, love the dive.
Oh. Wow.
I love the dive into the 4 there. Great read by Mactavish. Houston staying alive. And for all you know, this is the deciding game, right?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
For all you know,
this
you
is
have
everything.
to give everything you have because this could be the deciding factor.
Yeah.
Period.
Exactly. You never know.
Another cut back in her bag.
I like the decision though because I felt like 3-4 points ago, they got some really good touches. They created that real point that got them back to tied on side out.
Down line, Dallas with an opportunity to convert. Takes it.
Nice.
Pushes 3. Dallas with a killer comeback. Set 2. We are going to 3 sets, ladies and gentlemen. Just got to work on my my alliteration, you know? Killer comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pivotal point.
What did you say, killer comeback?
For the people.
Yeah.
It's like in Anchorman, right? He's like, how now, brown cow?
Yeah.
How
All
now,
the little
brown
things.
cow?
Yeah.
Unique New York. Unique New York. Do you mind if we sit though, real quick? My back is like a little tight. Is that cool?
It is crazy how quickly your back starts. Mine too. I'm like, it's easier to play than stand.
Dude, standing is rough just the whole time. Like, I have a standing desk at my work, but I
Yeah.
have to have like if I'm standing for a long period, I have to have that treadmill.
Yeah, you're like walking.
Just go walk.
Yeah.
And I can walk for hours.
Oh,
And
you're
I'm
like
on a sales call, and I'm like,
you're like an infomercial. You're like,
what kind of impact
Yeah.
does this make for your company
yeah.
initiative?
You're like, wow, you're really out of shape.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, there. And then all the auxiliaries just like doing too much because they're trying to balance and like. Quick cat cow. Oh, what a save.
We're getting old. I'm not allowed to say that sometimes, but I feel it.
I call that Disneyland back.
Oh, standing in line.
Just don't schedule anything after the day of going to Disneyland. Like, oh yeah, I'll go play, play a little King of the Court or even just anything. Like, there's no way. Dad legs or Disneyland legs and Disneyland back. There's no way. Oh, what
Off the tape. Beautiful. We're gonna get snug. Oh yeah, that's fine.
there you go.
Beautiful.
The side mic.
I love it when a plan comes together. Going high line,
Nice.
beautiful. Just a little too deep. Tough ball, going like over shoulder. You're like just a hair shallow. You're like, are
Yeah.
you reaching?
Yeah.
Are you not? Like,
Yeah.
is it worth it?
Yeah, yeah. Just as you finish the contact, like, please just be that exact amount that I needed.
Now, a lot of these squads are actually done between the Houston-Dallas matchup. It seems as though this is one of those matches that is a deciding factor. Beautiful cutback. And we have a commanding Dallas lead in the third set.
Yeah.
4 serving 1.
It's a good strategic serving out of the gate. Scored a real good pull in transition. This is always in like a third set. Because it's so fast, you always want that. But then you're always like, okay, let's just make sure we ride this out continuously because
Hard driven.
they're.
Yeah. Oh my
Wow.
Lord.
Okay, the split block's working really well for them right now.
Finding. Oh, dude, the split block was the change.
It
was
was.
the catalyst they needed.
It really was. And that's why not enough teams that do that, I don't think, get credit for. Even though it's like, you get 2 6'4" guys like a Samoylov Smedens or a Try and Trevor. 2 guys that are like a 6'5"-ish, equally, not too overly big, right? But they both can do that. What's hard is they both have different timings and styles of block
Sure.
too. And so you have to make sure you're very aware of that. And so it throws almost more of a a concern and like a stressor to me as an attacker, being like, oh, okay, Trevor's more of the delay blocker, tries more of the like, I'm gonna delay, but then get you low and spread and outside body. So you got, if you're not on top of that, especially, and then also in like a transition, who's blocking in like a broken play, and I don't know who's up, like
who's gonna get got?
I love it. I love it.
It's such a disruptor.
Yeah.
Obviously for your opponent. On the same token, it's like, in some ways, I can understand the logic of a single blocker getting the looks or a single defender getting the looks. Like I can understand that logic as well, right? It's not for everybody.
Right, because then you're playing the game over time and getting good touches and dialing in your timing.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. It had to end that way. It had to end that way.
Unfreaking real, dude. Dallas playing out of their minds. Absolute maniacs on the court. They really, really want this. And Houston is not playing bad.
No.
That's the crazy part.
Right?
Dallas is just playing so darn good, and they put pedal to the metal on their service pressure.
Yeah, that down-the-line serve has been deadly so far. Oh,
In the bag, dude. In the bag.
Little teardrop.
Now, you don't want to be here as Houston, but I've seen crazier stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen crazier stuff.
Yes. Yes, I've witnessed crazier and played in gnarlier third sets like that where you're down so far and you just somehow find a way.
I love like when you get into that flow, especially in a third set, it just matters. It's just like the pressure's on and you get into this nirvana.
Yes.
And it's so devastating to play against.
It's so hard.
You're like, who did Buddha talk to him?
It's like the ultimate drug of drugs where if you're the team playing well, you're like, this is the greatest feeling ever.
Unreal. They could do no wrong, right?
Yeah. They're so stressed out. I love how stressed out they are. Look at, they're overthinking everything.
Yeah, dude, they're up by 6 and they are stressing.
Yeah.
Beautiful little push here from Houston. Getting 2 points back. Let's see if they can climb. Off block, buyback.
Great block. Ooh.
Wanting that one.
I like that blocked spacing by her and timing because she knows she loves that turn back and late.
Yep.
I love how she delayed, but also she was in a position where she didn't have to go too far to go grab it.
She wasn't even fully on, say, center line. You know, like she wasn't quite on a line shot, right? She was able to move and still anticipate across, but she knew where.
Oh, stop it.
Dude, the amount of gasps in this game. We should have had an over-under on Casey and Chase gasps.
If that account on Instagram, I'm going to look it up, the beach volleyball guy, he does the drinking game for the AVP leagues. And anytime the commentators would say something or the players would do something, it was hilarious.
Oh, man. I mean, if you're commentating, though, and your crystal ball, people, that game is dangerous.
Yeah.
For the amount of truths that you speak. Four serving 9 here. I like the seam ball.
Good serve.
Pull. Opportunity. Let's see if they can execute.
Oh, look what I found. Oh, my.
The killer Kong at the net. Unbelievable. Cutting her teeth on the Kong block.
That's when you get the easy dig in your lap, but then you don't either wait or give yourself the space. You get stuck a little early, and you're like, ah.
Houston's there.
Little pushback.
There's always more angle.
Yeah, right. Especially when you're flying and then you reload your arm for the second time, or you just let it hang down for a long time.
Just let it rip.
And then you just wrap from underneath the very bottom paddle.
Houston in a much better position. Really, they should be really happy with how they executed and to get a shot on the line. Jones having to actually inspect to see if it tagged.
I like this. I like him getting up off his chair. I respect that. Oh, that's yours. I love that. I want to hear him say it. Talk to us.
Yeah, he's getting a double look, 2 perspectives. I think he was just wanting to put those slunks in the camera. And it looks like he is going to call ball in, question mark? Or is that a replay?
I think he did replay.
He's going replay.
Which is a very veteran move by a referee.
Yeah,
Not
just
feeling
let it ride.
pressured to just make a hard call, right?
Yeah.
Because look, if the ball never lies, as everyone said since the 5th grade, it will be an ace on the next one.
It doesn't lie.
It never lies.
It only lies to me. It doesn't lie to
yeah,
other people.
Yes, yes, yes.
Aggressive serving here from Houston. That's that 2/3 swing that you were referencing earlier, right? Down the pipe.
Yeah.
Challenge the seam, but not quite in the middle.
Not pure middle. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because as a defender, I can go get that. It's like that. Just the visual. It's the puller's ball 100% of the time. There's no way I get it if I'm on D.
Doug.
That's a fun dig. Oh, the lefty.
And changes the cutback. Oh, my.
I love the with the flow, let it cross. Look like I'm completely out of control. Lefty pokey. You're welcome.
That's nasty, dude. I don't even think I can poke with my left.
I
like
can't.
my right knuckles, strong. Left knuckles, weak.
Yeah, I think I've done maybe 4 or 5 knuckle pokies in my entire life. I just always went with the palm, like the carve.
Let it be known, everyone. And Dallas with another crucial opportunity.
Oh.
But pokeyed a little too strong. 8 serving 11 here. Houston really could use this point. 8 serving 11.
Yeah, this is always a dangerous realm where you have, 3-point lead, but you don't feel like you're in control like you were before. So you're almost more like worried.
Cut back.
You're playing with a lead, a little anxious, like, okay, let's just keep it. Versus like, let's attack. You're like, let's just keep it.
Yeah.
Let's just keep this lead.
You just gotta keep on the offense, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you let some gas off, a quality team will take advantage of that spacing.
100%. Yeah, this is where like I would keep firing my guy up and just keep feeding him information, be like, throttle on, let's step on their throat, let's go, like keep attacking.
Yeah. Going behind again. Off the line.
Good swing.
Very, very effective. I'm loving the strat there to really challenge the block, and they've been quite successful. They just had such a hard time locking down Mactavish in this 3rd set.
Yeah.
High line with pace.
Yeah, just enough to really sift through that block.
(13-19), Dallas losing set 1, coming back in set 2 to take set 2, and up with a 4-point deficit in set 3. And sealing the block, staying disciplined. I love to see it.
Both teams really aggressive serves to sidelines right now. I feel like they've really been taking a chance on attacking these sidelines for both left side players.
Oh. Unreal. Houston with an opportunity, though, to get a reel, and takes it. Slight vulnerability. Good teams will take it.
Yeah, yeah. We're just going to take it right back.
Did you ever have like a reset on serve receive? You're just like, you have a little bit of yips. It's not the right time. Anything you would say to yourself to get you out of that?
Oh, it changed every year. I would kind of like add another layer. So it kind of started with, a passing technique, or, stay low, arms out early, things like that. And every year I'd kind of add something new. I worked with Rich Lamborn, gold medalist, libero, passing coach. And so we would kind of work on something every year and add some new things so that I could build up more armor for those situations. What about that call? What do we got here?
It looks like the ball is in.
Wow.
I mean, Jones had a clear sight of that, right? So, I mean, it can tag line, and ball marks can show out realistically if it tags line. It didn't look like that was too crazy of a difference, but
yeah.
you know, Dallas with the opportunity to take set number 3.
Oh,
On the line.
I believe this is gonna be fun.
Oh, rip that.
Oh, skyball. Yeah, I'm going.
I'm like, go.
I'm going after it. Oh, the Kong! She knew it. That's why she free-balled.
Dude, that was to take
What?
the whole team match.
Stop it. I would give anything to win a match with a lefty Kong.
The
Wow.
The confidence with the Kong.
Wow.
Single-handed clubbed Kong to take a killer match.
That's ridiculous.
Unfreaking real, dude. Unfreaking real.
I want to go play now. That inspired me. Oh.
You couldn't even end that different. Oh my god, dude. I'm like reeling right now.
That was perfect. What an ending.
It was disgusting.
Wow.
It was literally a matter of who won first. Oh,
Yeah, right?
that's so crazy.
Now you got to go talk to all your friends. Did you get it?
Did you
get
that
it?
clip?
You got
Did
it?
you
Okay,
get
good.
that clip? A Kong
Send it
for
to
the
me.
win? Man, killer game.
What a-
We'll be stopping this recording to start another one back up here shortly. Exceptional match. Dare I say, the best match we have seen today by a large margin.
Yeah.
And we still have more to come, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe, that notification bell, just so